YouTube.
There's 2 people on YouTube before we got on
Ooh,
YouTube.
that's what I'm talking about.
That's
Way to beat us there. Hold on, let me light
yeah.
this up. You know, put your lighters up. Put your lighters up. I can't do it. Y'all, there we go. Oh, just had, there we go.
Yeah.
Put your lighters up. Is this gonna go back down? There we go. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto. What's up, Tonio? Episode 59.
Oh yeah.
I am King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay. And we are bridging the gap between cryptocurrency and the community.
Oh.
And we are closing down the bridge.
We're closing the bridge, people.
Us and people who
and regular people. Look, the phone is the phone's crazy, people. I hope it actually doesn't interrupt our live streams today.
Yeah.
Phone has been crazy today. I mean, if you can believe it, it was people who, with the ultimate disrespect, wasn't even returning my calls earlier this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The ultimate disrespect wasn't even returning my calls.
Oh, yeah.
And they are texting me at 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Hey, what's going on? Like
6 a.m.
Oh, you just reaching out to me out the blue.
I just want to take a nap. Oh my God, I have not slept.
Hey,
forever.
Listen, I don't
want to take a nap.
We are going to gloat a little bit because I don't know if people's trying to play us like we unprofessional or we don't know what we're talking about. We just not the smart guys. I don't know what it was, but
or we're lucky,
or we're the lucky ones. Look, everybody like, hey, that's what we're talking about. Show. We couldn't wait for the show today either.
I know, yeah. No, lucky are the people who bought on Monday and and doubled
some
their money
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
That's luck. But yeah, let's see.
So you all know we about to get into it. First of all, thanks. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, it's been an intense day. Thank you all for joining us again. We truly do appreciate all the continued support. You know, this is one of the things we do look forward to doing every day is to talk crypto with you all.
Oh yeah.
I
might never take this hoodie off.
They said Lamborghini just tweeted they're sold out of Bitcoin. What's up, Tad Word, Enlightening Source, Alpha Robbins, Alana, Sean, Chris, Alexander, hello, Crypto Q. What's going on, everybody? Dave, Postgrad Casanova is on here. What's up?
Yeah.
Big blogger.
Well, Lambo is sold out, but Rolls Royce is accepted.
Hey. I told everybody you all should start thinking about helicopters anyway, private helicopters. In LA, we definitely need them.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got to move up from Lambos, man. We talking about islands and helicopters.
Right.
But.
All right, let's jump into it. Who got the free Bitcoin yesterday? Let's go ahead and get that out.
The free Bitcoin, and let me not get that name wrong. The free Bitcoin goes to Mildly Toxic Frog Juice.
Mildly Toxic.
An amazing YouTube name. But yeah, his comment about how he would move his money was good. He said, you know, of course, move it to crypto. And he was talking about how, you know, if there was a bank run or whatnot, it'd be too late. So you want to do it now. So thanks for that comment. Tried to send the Bitcoin to him.
It's not happening right now.
But the public address doesn't work. However, even if I did send it, the transaction log is very backed up. So for some of the new people who are, you know, first time with Bitcoin and your stuff isn't going through, you don't know what you're doing, this is what we meant by your being too late. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you come into it when the herd comes into it, so everybody's trying to transact at the same time. And for the most part, it's good for the price because it basically gets to a point where nobody's selling and nobody can buy, so they're basically just upping the amount that they'll pay for it. So when people start doing that in succession, that is what we call global FOMO. I mean, in Zimbabwe, it's 26K.
Ooh, 26K of Bitcoin in some places in the world, people.
Come on, man.
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, yeah. I mean, at this point, like I said, we've been saying it for a while. You know, personally, I've been saying it for a while. But at this point, at the peak or the rise that is going, it is. My feed is full of people talking about Twitter who have nothing to do with Bitcoin. You know. Let's see.
P-Man Van said happy 16, 17, 18, 19 day. I know, right?
Yeah,
We're calling it 16 right now, I guess. I don't know. Sergeant Crypto, what's up? Lolly Love said over here wearing my tinfoil hat with pride. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, some people are saying, what's the incentive for spending Bitcoins? That is a very USA statement because people think, you know, why would I spend Bitcoins? It's all good with what I have now. But you have to think, third world country people,
they need this.
They need it. If you don't have anything to buy, you know what I mean, any type of commerce, or your money is to the point where you could just throw it in the oven and use it for fire, like they were doing with German notes after World War II. If it starts getting to that point, then you actually do need Bitcoin to do transactions. So you got to think of the other 99 or 90% of the people in the world who are using crypto for actual payments. That's the group that use it for payments.
Think of it this way, people. Crypto was built, Bitfinex is FOMOing up by, oh my goodness. We're getting all types of alerts. You got to think of it this way. What's going on, I am Holder? What's going on, Symmetry? Bitcoin, crypto in general was originally made for that underbanked and unbanked. That's about 4 billion people. Right now, the people with money has been getting Bitcoin. People, we haven't even touched these people with their cell phones and in Bitcoin, they say in third world countries that actually need to use it. So again, it's so many places we can go with this. Of course, let's go ahead and talk about the all-time high. As you see, the price is flashing and is jumping around everywhere. We said it yesterday, we said it the day before, and we've been saying it for the last 6 months of these videos. We said when Bitcoin price really starts going up, it will be thousands of dollars a day. We literally just said that last 2 days. We said it'll be $1,000 a day. You won't be able to buy it, and the exchanges will be jacked up. And we are, once again, it came so much earlier than we expected. But this is a very small taste of what's going to happen next year. It will be literally $2,000, $3,000 swings up and down. You won't be able to buy. It'll just be blinking and flashing. You have to have your sell and buy orders in already. Yeah. And we're seeing this in people. This is a small scale. I think this will calm down. Hopefully by next week, but small scale what's to come next year.
Yeah, and people getting wrecked up and down. So staying flat for my traders out there, staying flat is just as good as as any position. Because like I said, I've seen the last couple of days people going up, down, getting smacked. We're not time travelers, but it is one thing where history seems to repeat itself in the Bitcoin world. And I've been around long enough, the same stuff happens. It happens over and over. The only thing that we can't really predict is exactly when. We just, after a while, you start realizing it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And waiting is the hardest part.
Somebody asked, what's the prediction, dip, buying price, all that? What are your thoughts on that?
When
are we predicting a correction?
Yeah,
but technically it's correcting. We're correcting against fiat currency, so going up is the correction. But we get what you're saying. When do we expect a retracement?
Yeah, this is my thing about the retracements and the pullbacks. Yes, there will always be a retracement. There will always be a pullback. But in this bull market right now, you have to realize it's not necessarily that Bitcoin is just going up. The value of the U.S. dollar is going down, people. We have the debt ceiling vote tomorrow.
It's coming tomorrow night, people. We've been talking about it.
I'm pretty sure there are people that are like, okay, if this goes bad, I want to go ahead and have Bitcoin or go ahead and have some type of altcoin, anything outside of that system. So the pullback that people are looking for, people have been looking for it since 10,000, which I think is why it's been kept pushing it up, because it's so much, when everybody expects it to pull back is when it doesn't. And if there's one thing I know about Bitcoin is when everybody's calling for a dip, that's when it doesn't. So you have to, dips usually happen when nobody's expecting it, like now, I'm pretty sure. But to where it will dip, some of the price points that I've seen, and along with what I've done myself personally, back to 10K, back to 8,300, doesn't seem very likely right now, in a short period of time. But yes, if that bear market emerges, then yes, we can have that pullback. But I'm not making any predictions on tops, because this is a market nobody has ever seen before. You got traders been around 30 years and they can't even explain, how the parabolic move. It's so parabolic, it's about to start going backwards.
Right.
Because it's going straight up, but it's bending time. So hey, when everybody is, euphoric and trying to buy it, which seems like today, last couple of days, that's when that pullback's gonna come.
Let's see. New coins seem to push the price. All these new alts. Yep. It says somebody was trying to gamekeeper. Excuse me. My boy is trying to tell me Bitcoin has no tangibility and that it could crash to $0 at any moment. And also asked what happens to the value of Bitcoin if the dollar crashes. Yeah, if the dollar crashes, the value of Bitcoin is going to be. You might see blinks of. Because you remember, right now, people think about $1,000. We said yesterday it was about 7 or 8% from 2 days ago from the $1,000 price range. Right now, $1,000 isn't that much. Yeah. It's only a few percent, which is a traditional percent return, or up and down.
Yeah.
So
a $4,000 move was a little under 30%. Imagine when it was $1,000. If it went up $4,000 in one day, that's a 500% move.
Right.
So these moves are a lot smaller percentage-wise.
What's going on, McKellar? Used to see him. Sound big. Thanks for the like.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go into some news. Of course, the exchanges are down. So everybody's hitting us up. What's going on exchange? How do we buy Bitcoin? Again, this is the thing we told you all. When it goes in this direction, yes, all-time highs, exchanges don't work. And you have to be prepared for that already. So we're getting hit up today. People asking us which exchanges to go to. Right now, I would still say Gemini is the best. And for the folks who, we've got hit up today for people who are trying to buy more than 50 to 100K USD worth of Bitcoin. For those people, I would say Bitfinex, just buy it and get off because you can place a large orders in there, right? Yeah.
Right.
So you can do that with Bitfinex. Jump in and jump out of there.
Not for U.S. people.
Not for U.S.
international.
Oh, for our international people. Where can U.S. people go with orders more than 50K to 100K?
Well,
the best
you want to invest in a VPN and then go from there.
Right.
So
what's going on, Madam Crypto?
Yeah, all of them. I mean, Gemini, In and Out, Coinbase. Man, I don't even want to get on Coinbase. You know, the crazy thing about Coinbase right now is I was in the middle of creating a video about Coinbase, and the site went down, so I can't even do the video on Coinbase because like every time it goes up, it literally shuts down. They got DDoS, GDAX goes away. Exchanges are
Bitfinex blocking it too. So. All right, so exchanges are down. Speaking of exchanges, Bittrex is under fire, which we, fortunately they took the place as the #1, main altcoin exchange around June or July this year. Once Polo kind of started jacking up, we've been through some issues with Bittrex, so not a very happy proponent of them, but it's one of those things we had to use. But it looks like they're in trouble now. Bittrex is reportedly leaking users' passport scans and photographs as Know Your Customer emails from customer support contain dire security errors.
Oh yeah.
Could have told you that. And not only Bittrex, Tether. Tether is doing the same thing because, like I said, it took me about 6 to 7 weeks to actually sign up for Tether earlier this year. And during that time, my passport, social security, and all that information was available for anybody to go on an account to see because they had it on the internet. So they're doing it too. And that's not allegedly. That is from the horse's mouth. It happened to me. What I will say about all of this is that if you're signed up on an exchange and you gave them personal information, automatically assume it's been leaked, people.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
On any
exchange. If you have signed up and you got the higher limits and you gave them that passport photo, you gave them that social security, your home address, everything's already been hacked. So with that assumption, the best direction I can point you to is Identity Guard. And of course, this is not even a plug for them. We're not getting no money. I started using Identity Guard at the beginning of the year, and I tell you, if I get a traffic ticket or I got a parking ticket one day, by the time I got home an hour and a half later, I already got pinged from Identity Guard, hey, something's going on with your personal identifiable information. So my point is, whether it's LifeLock, Identity Guard, or something, yes, you're gonna have to go ahead and bite that bullet. I think it's only $24 a month, but they monitor everything on the dark web, deep web, any type of your stuff. So you definitely want to pay attention to that because your customer information is leaked more than likely, and you don't take control of it, then yes, your stuff will be sold on the dark web.
Oh yeah.
So Bittrex, let's see if they fix that or they even make an official statement. Again, when Bitcoin's all-time high, exchanges don't make statements. They go silent, they go dark, they shut down. So it's not exchanges aren't the business right now, but we shall see. And
it doesn't matter how glossy the website looks or how big their name is. I was around when Mt. Gox.
Tony, you know it, baby. 17K.
Roger Ver was shilling Mt. Gox back in the day, saying the liquidity is fine, and just overnight, boom, gone. So no matter how big the exchange is, if they're having liquidity problems, if they're not able to honor whatever dollar value Bitcoin is, we'll start seeing some of those fall.
Tony, MD Toter, thank you.
Yep, take your coins off.
So that's that. Speaking of exchanges, another one. Let's see, we have, where is this article at? It looks like Bank of America has gotten a patent. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office has awarded a patent to the proposed digital currency exchange system filed by the country's second biggest bank, Bank of America. Oh, where do we begin, Bank of America? Oh my goodness. Hey. This is the same Bank of America who last year I had to go see them in their office and be, I had to sit down in office and be talked to as a child about where I was diverting my money to. And they weren't even up front. They were telling me, well, this is a suspicious activity on your account. Man, it's not suspicious. I bought some Bitcoin.
Yeah. I'm suspicious of y'all.
I'm suspicious of y'all. So what's going on, Bitcoin Vegan? So Bank of America now has gotten a patent trademark for the exchange. Funny thing about it is that clearly we already have exchanges that we're not happy with. A, B, by next year we'll be to decentralize exchanges, so it won't even matter. And then C, again, how can you patent this? Bank of America, the United States, you can't patent this. This is open source. We can start an exchange.
Yeah, anybody.
I know you all are going to say it's illegal in the United States to securities and all that, but we can start exchange and move overseas and have an exchange.
Yeah.
So the fact that Bank of America is patenting, has just patented one, and is trying to get it, again, they are killing themselves slowly, people.
Yeah, and two things on that. First things first, it is amazing that they came out with this news right after the news just came out that Bitcoin passed Bank of America in market cap. So Bitcoin is worth more than Bitcoin now. So the get down or lay down that we were saying,
it's here.
It's here.
It's here.
And they're laying down. Second thing is, in the fine print of their exchange of the patent that they have, they can actually cancel orders for altcoins back and forth if you're trying to trade it, if they deem that it's some sort of money laundering or some sort of. So basically they're going to do what they've done before, is if you are moving way too much crypto for their liking, they can just stop the payments. And like I said before, they're going to eat themselves because all they know how to do is to do something after. Yeah, all they know how to regulate.
Yeah,
so
they're reactionary.
Once people get to a point like, why would I go back to a bank-backed exchange? Once that realization starts hitting people in the head, then people will start seeing what we've seen for a long time, that they are, trying to, get their money. And
they're the bad guys.
That's people. That's fine.
They're crooks.
But hey,
they're business people. I won't say crook. They're business people.
They're business people. Do what you want. That's fine. But when the market chooses, we'll see what actually happens.
And we're starting to see. Tony said, what monthly payment? Oh, I'm talking about a monthly payment for Identity Guard, which protects your identity. Like I said, I'm not plugging them in. Do your own research, people. But this is the one I've been using, I think, since like around June, July-ish. And they've been great. It's the best, like 24, 25, whatever bucks a month I spent. Because now, I'm not gonna lie, I almost get careless when I sign up for stuff. I'm like, yeah, you take the passport, take Social Security too. I don't I got all that stuff monitored right now, So it's basically like having your own little team monitoring your identity. So that's $24 a month.
Yeah, and the hoodies, I put the link in yesterday's video.
Start selling those.
Yeah, I said yesterday's video, the link is in there. So yeah, all things to
All right, we're back. Hands.
We're back up. All right, yeah, we back up in it.
What's going on? Half your phone.
I don't know.
Man, what's going on?
But I will say, exchanges go down.
YouTube going down.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The world burning.
LA's burning down.
Yeah, LA burning.
Chrissy Teigen and Rupert Murdoch's house is going away. Yeah.
For everybody who shouted us out yesterday, make sure we were safe in these LA fires. We're good to go.
Oh yeah.
We got a crooked screen going.
Yeah, nah, it wasn't because of Bitcoin. It was because my phone was plugged in, but the plug wasn't plugged in the wall. So when I
all right, we're gonna finish this up strong because this is getting crazy, people. What else do we have going on? Oh, Russia is finally saying that they are going to make Bitcoin legal. They're going to regulate mining. They're going to make Bitcoin legal. Of course, President Vladimir Putin had basically condemned Bitcoin this October. Even last year, it was up and down. But now they're saying they're going to do their crypto ruble, which we covered before. And he's also asked the government to set up regulations for the trade of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies and ICOs and mining by July 2018.
Oh yeah.
So this should be interesting. You got Russia jumping on board, and let's see other big stories.
Yeah, because Russia is one of those countries flip-flop, back and forth. Just like with China, they ban it. It seems like every 2 months. So not surprised by that.
Let's see. We have. Oh, here's a great one too. The former chairman of the U.S. Federal Reserve, Alan Greenspan, has joined the many financial luminaries to recently criticize Bitcoin's value.
New dinosaur?
Yeah, I was about to give it to him. Speaking of CNBC, Greenspan compared Bitcoin to that of an early American form of money called continental currency that came into use in 1775 and had been worthless by 1782. Hey, still got 7 years off it. The paper-based legal tender was used at the time of the American Revolution, was not backed by a commodity such as gold. So it's kind of like the United States dollar that's not backed by anything as well, right?
How many things can they compare it to?
Well,
how Beanie Babies, tulips, first Continental Civil War money? Are you serious? How many?
First, Alan Greenspan. Let's make it official. Alan Greenspan, you are our dinosaur of the day, and let's give it to him. There we go. And I gotta get the speaker for it. Listen, here's the thing, people. For one, Alan Greenspan, you were in charge of the United States economy and helped crash it. Like, you failed at your job. You should have been fired, and you should really be in prison, just like everybody else that's been involved in the Fed.
Long time ago. So
for him to even come out and say his little 2 cents about it, you know how much we care, people. There's another dinosaur in Jurassic Park. It's filling up. I think we probably got about a body count of about 20 different dinosaurs now. So,
yeah.
I mean, do you have any thoughts on Alan?
Well, what I'll say is he was a part of the crash before, and he was talking about, like everybody else who talks about Bitcoin, they always compare it to what they know. instead of actually saying what Bitcoin is, which is a completely new asset class. So these dinosaurs will keep popping their head out of Jurassic Park and saying stuff, but overall, not really seeing the comparison, because he compared it to a currency that lasted 7 years, and Bitcoin's going on its 9th year.
Yeah.
January 3rd. So.
I mean, I'm not the best at math, but I clearly see our Fed chairman wasn't either, and I see why we got in that financial crisis now.
Oh yeah,
this dude can't even count numbers. And another big one, of course, again, people. This is what happens. You see the price goes up, right? All we're gonna get now is negative stories because they're trying to crack that price back down. It looks like was it Counts Bank? Counts is a British bank. Let's see. They have a list of esteemed clients, including the British royal family and a few other celebrities and all those folks there in England. And this said, our view at Counts is that as an investment asset, electronic currencies like Bitcoin have nothing but sentiment backing them up. Again, another negative story. Counts Bank, another old dinosaur that's about to fail. But just pay attention to the news, people. Like, these are going to be stories you're going to see. It's going to be negative stories. Bitcoin is bad. Don't believe it. You don't want to buy into the hype for a reason. But then again, the price keeps jumping up in face of it. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the FUD is going to come. I mean, it came before when there were weaker hands. Now I think people are a little bit stronger. They're kind of, I don't think this will affect most people who just got into crypto, because people who just bought it aren't looking to sell it right, immediately. Everybody keeps calling for higher prices. So these stories are going to come out, but I don't think it'll affect the price the way people think it will, simply because it's too strong now. I think the biggest thing that will affect it, they're going to have to do something on a bigger scale, FUD-wise. Like we've stated before, they're going to have to call Bitcoin, having Bitcoin as a terrorist act.
That's what they're going to do. The next terrorist act will be funded by Bitcoin. Remember, you heard it here first, people, because when they, that's going to be their game plan. I mean, it has to be. The next time something bad happens internationally, they're going to be like, well, they couldn't do it. If they didn't have that Bitcoin money, we would be able to track it. So that's going to be their next attempt. But speaking of it, it looks like I saw another story come out. It said basically big banks aren't happy with the whole futures product because they know they're going to have to cover that bet when people try to short Bitcoin, which means they probably not going to have the money to do it because these shorts are huge. So again, this will be interesting to see with CME and CBOE with their launch coming up because, as we told you all, these are businesses.
Yeah.
Even though they've been cleared, still going to see what happens December 8th with the debt ceiling, and then it's up to them to actually launch and move their projects forward. They don't have to. They're a business. So if we don't see them launch or not launch successfully, expect a dip. That's when we're going to get the dip, is if CBOE or CME futures products don't go as planned. So
or if they cancel altogether.
Yeah, or if they cancel altogether.
Yeah, like somebody just stated. But yeah, could happen. The Bitcoin world is crazy. Really don't know day to day, and especially the last 6 months is literally every day something. So who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if CME came out and was like, oh, by the way, no, we're not gonna do that no more. And then, so let's see. Yeah, there are no accurate pricing sources. I mean, you could do TA, you could do fundamental FA.
There's no way to tell right now.
There's going to be everything that goes up must come down, but how much and where? Pretty much everybody's been invalidated in my eyes on TradingView. Nobody knows what the hell they're talking about. Right. People have been calling top at 12, top at 14, and now top at 16.8. And then on top of that, even when it dips, people will be calling bottoms, and it'll be flying through people's buy orders, and you can't call tops. You really can't call anything right now with Bitcoin.
You gotta let it go.
Buy and hold, like we've been saying. You want to get as much as you can and hold it.
Tony's asks, how can people short Bitcoin and people are mining it? So shorting Bitcoin is basically betting that the price will go down. So right now, some people are opening long short positions, saying that the price has peaked for this moment and it'll go back down to wherever. And you can do that on some exchanges. You can short it right now, and I'm guaranteeing you people are doing it, and I'm guaranteeing in another 2 hours we're about to get a bunch of messages of people getting wrecked. But we shall see.
And the best part about it is even the shorters aren't trying to short it to zero. They only short
they're shorting like
to get more Bitcoin for when the price goes back up. So you got to think, whenever corrections happen, that's why we tell people don't, sell off, just because the price is going down. You have to remember the short
Cortland,
sales are just to get more Bitcoin. So, yeah.
Ted P said Max Kaiser says Chicago exchanges are buying as much Bitcoin as possible, and that's driving the price up. Exactly. So here's the thing behind these futures contracts, people. Futures are a speculative market in general, but even if that company doesn't own the underlying Bitcoin, then their futures, it doesn't matter. It's a whole entirely different game. We said that from the beginning. But a lot of institutional investors, a lot of older people don't know that. So that's how they're going to get tricked into, well, I bought this futures at Bitcoin at this price and that or whatever. And at the end of the day, it's like, but do you own the Bitcoin yourself?
No.
And the answer is no to that, which it will be. And it's about to be on a large scale. They're going to be jacked up. And this is where I see the futures market, you know, CBOE and CME, this is where I see them being successful at, is they're going to take all that futures market, you're going to give them up front, and they're going to buy Bitcoin themselves in the back end. So regardless of what happens to their future contracts and their products, at the end of the day, even if they have to go bankrupt, they won't have to turn over the Bitcoin. They'll go bankrupt and might have to turn over cash and assets. They won't have to turn over the Bitcoin. And when that happens, their people, investors that did the futures are going to find out they are in some stuff.
Oh, yeah. And I think somebody just tweeted some more FUD. I've seen this before because I come from a highly religious family. People were saying like the end of times revelation is a one world currency. If somebody says that to you and says it's a revelation, show them coin market cap where there are over 100 cryptocurrencies available in the in the top. So if it's going to be one currency, good luck because there are thousands. So don't really see that happening. But I've heard that FUD before. Very religious people will shy away because they think there's some plan behind it. But like I've said before, you can show people the key to freedom and they'll complain about the door being locked. So
Cortland said,
what you will.
Cortland said she heard there's no point in investing now. That's not a good time anymore. No. And Bitcoin, you got to think long term. It's still early, people. It is. Cortland is not too late to invest. You didn't miss out. There's still a lot more growth that's going to happen. 2018 is going to be here, people. 2018 and 2020. So it's still time. All right. So to kind of wrap it up, first off, for the free Bitcoin day, what are we doing?
Let's see. Yeah, not sure right now. Let me come back to it.
All right. So when he's thinking about the free Bitcoin, I do want to point out we did another sponsored ICO review. It was for Spectre. We were supposed to interview their CEO. Due to scheduling conflicts, we weren't able to, but we did do an ICO review. So that video is up on our YouTube. It's called Spectre. It is a speculative decentralized exchange to trade all types of all types of financial instruments, stocks, markets, crypto. So it's a short review. I think it's only about 12 or 13 minutes long, so you all can take a peek at that. Their token sale ends in 3 days. Again, this is a sponsored review, so make sure you do your own research. As you know, as we went through, we were totally unbiased, we were objective. It's more of a conversational tone, the review, because we were kind of just looking through it and talking to each other about things we want to look for in this ICO. So it's a good little 12, 13-minute primer for you all to get an understanding of Spectre if you're interested in it. Again, if they do what they say they're going to do, it could be a big project, but time will tell. But again, that video is uploaded here on our YouTube. You just go to videos, and that's Spectre ICO review, and in the notes it has all the information where you can find it at. You know, there's no referral links, none of that. We don't do none of that on there. But it was a sponsored review from us, so just to throw that out there. All right, free Bitcoin. What do we have today?
All right, for the free Bitcoin, if there was a one world currency, which one would you choose other than Bitcoin? We know Bitcoin is doing its thing, but there are thousands of other cryptocurrencies. If you could have one world currency, would you use what? Bitcoin, IOTA, Litecoin, Monero? What is your favorite one if we had to conform to one world currency, and why? Put your public address and I'll send that. Also, make sure it works. There are a few people I've tried to send it to. Your public addresses don't work. We've put it in comments or said it on the show. So that is the only thing. So if there was one, let us know. Get the discussion going. Yeah, dangerous question. Yeah, hey, I love talking about stuff people don't like talking about. So.
You said will it hit a million? Oh, that's Bitcoin Zay's that's Bitcoin Zay goal. He said million. Honestly, I don't say a number. I'm looking for 1% of the world population to adopt it, and the number will be what it is when that happens. And I think that number is going to be incredibly high, and that's at 1% of the world's population. So Bitcoin Zay said a million. I'm saying 1% of the world's population. So that number could be anything. But here's the thing, people. When you talk about how much Bitcoin is worth, when Bitcoin is worth, forget a million. When Bitcoin's worth 25,000, 40,000, you're not going to sell it. That's when you're going to fully understand that cash it doesn't matter. Imagine Bitcoin being at 40K Bitcoin, and now all of a sudden you can buy cars with it, you can pay rent with it, you can do groceries, you can do everything you do normally with cash, with your Bitcoin from your phone. It is your money. When it hits that point, which we're getting to, like I said, next year, you you're gonna be like, do I want $40,000? I mean, especially after you paid off your debt and all that. Do I want $40,000, which I can go get a job and go get, or do I want this Bitcoin, which is hard as hell to get now? And we've been telling people for the whole year, like, it is going to be increasingly harder. They don't want people who aren't already wealthy to have it.
And I don't even want to talk about altcoins. When the utility comes, where you pay your electricity bill with something, and then you pay your car bill with something else. You know what I mean? I don't even want to get into that. That's when you really gonna see people like, yeah, money is digital.
Right. Yeah. All right. So again, for the free Bitcoin, after the YouTube video, go in the comment section and put the what you think the next real currency is going to be in quotations. Tell us why. You know, a couple of sentences. You know, if you make us laugh, it gives you better chances of winning. And put your public address. Other than that, people, all our stuff is about to die right now, and people are hitting us up 24/7. So we need to get to work. You know, feel free to follow us at Kirby Crypto, KRBECRYPTO, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. If this video helped you, or if you like what we're doing, thumbs up and share it, please. We truly appreciate all the support from you all. And we will see you tomorrow, hopefully with another all-time high. I mean, who knows, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
This is crazy. Or maybe an all-time low.
Hey, you never know. It might be an all-time low. That's crypto, people.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Hey, you all have a good one. We will check you out tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. And boom goes the dynamite.